So the upcoming Spider-Man Far From Home has confirmed that Maria Hill and Sam Jackson's Nick Fury will be part of the movie. Hey guys, before we start the video, I have a few announcements I want to make. One, I want to thank everybody for helping me get over 16,000 subscribers. Seriously guys, thank you so very much. Tomorrow around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be my live Q&A, my 16,000 subscriber live Q&A. And also this week on the channel, I'm going to be giving away a free digital copy of Avengers Infinity War. How do you win the copy of Avengers Infinity War? Well, you simply have to be a subscriber and use the hashtag on Twitter, IWPickMeStorms, and this Friday I will randomly pick a winner. So with that all out of the way, guys, we're gonna get to today's topic, which is brought to you by you guys. You guys send me emails, I go through the emails, and I pick a question or topic that I think is a good standalone video to talk about. And today's topic is brought to you by Eric Shaw, who writes, do you think that with Nick Fury and Maria Hill confirmed for Spider-Man Far From Home, the movie will take elements from the Ultimate Spider-Man series? Thank you, Eric, for sending in that email. And to be honest with you, when they first announced Maria Hill and Nick Fury was going to be part of Spider-Man Far From Home, I didn't necessarily automatically connect it to the Ultimate series. And it depends what Ultimate series we're talking about here. Are we talking about the good Ultimate series with the comic books? Because I like that series a lot. And Maria Hill and Nick Fury does play kind of especially Nick Fury. If you haven't read Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man, it's really good. And Nick Fury really plays a huge part in that series. But are you talking about the Ultimate cartoon? Because to me, that cartoon is a bastardization. That cartoon is awful. I cannot watch that cartoon at all. I have the first season on DVD. I get maybe 5 episodes in, and I just completely tune out because that series is awful. And I do know that Nick Fury and Maria Hill plays a role in that. So it really depends what you're talking about. Are you talking about the Ultimate Comics or the Ultimate cartoon? Because in my opinion, the first movie, Homecoming, took a lot of elements from both the cartoon and the comics. Like, the whole Ned Leeds character is actually Genki from the Miles Morales Ultimate Comics. When Peter Parker died in the Ultimate Comics, Miles Morales took his place, and he has a friend named Genki. Genki is basically Ned Leeds. He's a Asian, overweight kid who loves Legos that helps Spider-Man. That is Genki. So what they did was, for the movie, they just changed the name. Kept the character the same, but changed the name. And if you watch Spider-Man Homecoming, at the end credits, you see they give special thanks to Brian Michael Bendis because they took that character. They stole that character from the Ultimate Comics and just changed his name. And they do that a lot with these MCU movies. And if you're a huge fan of the comics, you'll notice they take a lot of characters and change stuff around. And not always does it work for the best. It doesn't. But, you know, it depends like how much you have connection to the source material. I have a huge connection to the Spider-Man source material, so that bothered me a lot. But let's say the Incredible Hulk or Thor, I know absolutely almost next to nothing except for maybe the bare basics of those characters' origins in the comics. So when they change things from the comics to the movies, it doesn't really affect me that much because I'm not much of a fan of them. So when they change stuff when you're a fan of, if you kind of connect with it more. Now back to your question, I hated the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, but it was so clear that Homecoming was so based on that. Like if you watch that first season of Spider-Man Ultimate Spider-Man, that a lot of it was really, you know, him working with S.H.I.E.L.D. and having, you know, these people help him and stuff like that. But Homecoming really felt like the Ultimate cartoon, and I hate that cartoon, and that explains why I so much dislike Spider-Man Homecoming, because I really dislike that movie. I tried to give it a shot. I went and saw it twice in theaters, hated it both times. I bought it on Blu-ray. I gave it another watch, and I cannot like that movie. Because I'm sorry, if I want to watch Iron Man Jr., I would just wait for them to make an Iron Man Jr. Or I'll just pop in an Iron Man movie. I cannot watch my favorite character, Spider-Man, you know, basically replicate Iron Man, because that's not what Spider-Man is. Spider-Man is someone who finds out, figures stuff out for himself, figures it out the hard way, and he doesn't rely on technology, at least not technology that he doesn't create, but technology that Tony Stark just gives him, like, oh, here's a suit, and the suit's talking to him, is like, oh, hey, Karen, what's up, yo, hey, that's not Spider-Man. I'm sorry, maybe that's the new iteration of Spider-Man in the series, but that's not Spider-Man that I know. The Spider-Man I know thinks of his own solutions and comes up with his own solution to his problems and does stuff. So, yeah, whether or not Maria Hill and Nick Fury in the movie is telling people it's going to be more like the Ultimate Universe, it depends what you're talking about, the Ultimate Comics or the Ultimate TV show, because to be honest with you, Homecoming took elements from both. So I have no doubt that Far From Home is also going to take elements of both. But that's just really my thoughts on it. But I appreciate you sending me the email, Eric. And once again, guys, if you have any email topics you want me to talk about here on my channel, all you have to do is email me at robertstormsmail@gmail.com. So with that said, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.